Hi again, supply chain friends. Today's topic is on managing up. It's a really important topic when working with leaders in an organization and when, as individuals, we want to do our best. So when we talk about managing up, it really is truly trying to find alignment with your leadership. It's really looking for ways for you to best work together and to ensure that the team is highly functioning and that you as an individual are highly functioning and effective in your role. Okay, so there are a couple of elements to think about and to consider when managing up. The first one is understanding. Okay, so understanding your leader's styles, their preferences, and their priorities. Okay, so for example, their communication style may be different than yours, where they may prefer to pick up the phone and have a conversation. You may prefer to do email. So having an understanding of what truly is most effective for your leader so that you can adjust accordingly is important. In addition to that, understanding their various preferences, perhaps outside of communication style. Do they prefer to meet with you in the morning, perhaps? Maybe on a cadence of, weekly cadence? Or perhaps do they prefer to meet with you over lunch or coffee? What are their preferences? And if you don't know, it's okay to ask. And then also having an understanding of your leadership's priorities. Really, what is top of mind for them? What is it that they have to focus on? And how can you, as an individual and team member, help them focus on that? And then it's also the understanding and bringing in a bit of emotional intelligence in that perhaps not leading with certain things because you know that they aren't a priority for your leadership. Having this understanding, but then also the communication when you two meet to have discussions is important. And clarifying and confirming that these are their styles, are their preferences, and are their priorities. The second element to consider in managing up is informing. Okay, so as an individual and as a team member, you want to ensure that there is transparency in the information that you provide your leadership, right? To the extent that is necessary, right? So maybe perhaps not giving too much information because that's just information overload, but just enough information that is helpful and effective for your leader to digest and do something with. In addition to that, making sure that the information you're providing is timely, not sitting on things and waiting for long periods of time before you inform your leadership of something. Okay, so there could be certain things that are not necessary to inform your leadership. And there could be certain things that need to be told ASAP. And having an understanding, going back to the first element of how that individual, that leader prefers to hear about timely priorities and what needs to be done. So consistency is important here, right? Because it allows your leader to develop trust and understanding, but then also knowing that you're a responsible team member that he or she can rely upon is really important, right? So it comes back to communication, a foundation of communication, and also the relationship. And then the third element in ensuring there's alignment and managing up with your leader is really taking ownership of, who you are on the team and how you can provide and develop information and the relationship with your leadership, right? So taking ownership means that you are a trusting individual, that you are a proactive individual, right? So it goes back to trust, that your leader can trust that you're going to inform them in a timely fashion, in a consistent and transparent way, so that the relationship is not compromised. So with the elements of understanding, informing, and owning, we have a foundation of developing relationships, developing great communication styles, and then also empowerment of the individual on the team. So managing up can also be taken to another level. When you think about, taking responsibility and being empowered to be a fantastic team member, it really takes assessment. It takes the individual's, willingness to look across the team and perhaps even the organization and assess where there's opportunity for greater synergies to exist. So what this looks like is really providing ideas as to how you envision your team working better together and asking those powerful questions of those peers who are maybe unintentionally siloed on your team. And then also taking accountability. Again, it goes back to accountability and showing your interests in contributing to a highly collaborative team by doing your part and acting as a role model. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you can walk away from this video today with better understanding of how you can manage up. Take care.